Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and good morning to all my lovely students of class 5 who are here in social studies class. So class, we start with the name of Allah who is the most beneficent and the most merciful. This is your teacher Ms. Zunaira, your social studies teacher, and today we are back with another lecture of social studies. Class, as you know that we started a chapter that is the final chapter of final term. That is the last chapter of your final term and the name is Climate of Pakistan, right? It is on page number 60 of your social studies book and this is your chapter number 5 of final term. Okay, after completion of this chapter, you can make the title page of final term completed or work completed like this, right? So let's start. Yesterday we saw some of the things and we learned those things. Now here are rest of the things. Okay, here are the content of your chapter, which is weather, climate, instruments that are used to measure climatic conditions or the weather condition, climatology, factors that affect the climate of a region or the weather, right? So there are some of the factors we learned them yesterday. Okay, then today we are about to see the location of Pakistan in the world's map, right? Afterwards, we would see the climate of Pakistan and changing climate of Pakistan, the changing climate of the world. We know that the climate is changing day by, not day by day, the climate is changing year by year. Why? Because of the number of the things from which the human activities is one of the most important factor that affects the climate. As I gave you the example yesterday, the example of deforestation, we are cutting down the trees and we are just making the properties and we are making every area the residential area, so these kind of things are highly affecting the climate. So how the world is being affected by the human activities and how the climate is going to be changed, we will see that. Okay, so before moving ahead, let's review weather and climate difference. As we discussed yesterday, as we discussed in the physical classes as well, that the weather is temporary condition of the atmosphere at a place, or it is the name given to the changing condition of environment, changing condition of atmosphere, which can be changed at any moment. But when it comes on climate, so we know that climate is an average weather condition, and when we talk about the average, we do not count the sudden changes in it. Okay, we do not count the temporary changes in it, we take something average, right? So climate is the average weather condition for a long period of time, and I gave you the example of Antarctica, which can make you understand better. Afterwards, we saw some of the instruments that are used to measure weather condition. As I told you that we measure everything around us, we can measure the weight in kilogram and the length in kilometer. Likewise, there are certain things which are included in the climate. They can also be measured, and the instruments which are used to measure the weather condition, we call them weather instruments. According to your book, there are three names which are written in your book. Okay, you must remember all these three names, including thermometer, uh, rain gauge, and barometer. I told you thermometer is used to measure the temperature. Barometer is a kind of instrument that is used for measuring what? For measuring the air pressure. But when it comes on the rain gauge, we can measure the rain with the help of rain gauge. When anemometer is not included in your book it is written that thermometer, rain gauge, and barometer, and some other instruments. So instead of saying some other instruments, you can also give some more examples by saying wind vane anemometer. I told you yesterday wind vane is used to measure the direction of the wind, while anemometer is used to see or to measure the speed of the wind. Clear? Now we are moving ahead. We learned about climatology. Simple as that, climatology is the study of climate. Okay, what kind of condition it bears. So it has number of the properties. Okay, the analytic study and the data collection regarding climate is called climatology, because with the help of these kind of things we can study the climate, and this is how the climate or the weather can be predicted by the people who are involved in weather forecasting, because they study the climate, they study the weather, they use certain kinds of instruments to measure the weather condition. So class, moving forward, and the last thing which we discussed yesterday was factors affecting the climate. And here comes four of the major factors: distance from the sea, distance from the equator, height above the sea level, and human activities. Okay, these are very important. I want every student to know these things. Okay, distance from equator is very important, distance from sea, height above sea level, and human activities. I gave you the example that cutting down of trees is done by human beings. Okay, so this is a thing or the activity which is highly affecting what? Climate. Okay, afterwards, now it is time to learn about the position of Pakistan on world map. I know many of the students can tell me. So those who want to tell me the position of Pakistan on world map, they can raise their hand right now. Those students who want to tell me the position of Pakistan, they can raise their hand. Okay, so I'm giving the chance to speak to Malahim. Okay, Malahim, would you please tell us that what is the position of Pakistan in on world map?
Miss, near the Tropic of Cancer.
Okay, it is near the Tropic of Cancer. Very good. Anybody else who will tell me a bit in a little detail? Okay, Sayyid Muhammad Hassan. Yes, Muhammad Hassan.
It is located near
Yes.
near northern.
Okay. Okay, continue. It is located.
Northern. Uh, mm,
Okay, students. Yes, Ajlal is also raising the hand. Okay, Ajlal, would you please tell us the position of Pakistan on the world map?
yes, plus the position of Pakistan on the world map is very close to the um
Sorry,
equator, but
repeat.
not. The position of Pakistan is close to the equator, just like Egypt, but not too much, and it is not too um
Very good, very
far
nice.
away, and so that the temperature is very not much cool and not much hot.
Very nice. Okay. Now mute yourself, beta. Ajlal, mute yourself. Those students who are
Okay.
unmute, they're supposed to mute themselves. Okay. Okay, class. So some of the students have told us that the position of Pakistan is, some of the students said that it is near to the equator. Some of the students said that it is on the Tropic of Cancer. So we are going to see that what the exactly location of Pakistan is. Okay, before that, I want to show you this globe. On this globe, only the three lines are appeared. So I want here, I want you guys to know this thing first. Then we are going to study. the position of Pakistan in detail, right? So if we divide the our globe into into different regions, so we draw certain imaginary lines. Okay, one thing which is very important to know, that the line of equator, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn are just imaginary line. They are not existing in reality. Okay, we just consider it for our convenience, because with the help of these lines we can locate any of the division, any of the country, any of the city, any of the area, or even the continent, right? So what did we say? We said that the location of Pakistan is near the equator. So the line which is exactly in the middle, which is exactly in the middle, if we draw it horizontally, so this line would be called as equator, which is an imaginary line of longitude, sorry, latitude. Okay, Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn are also the lines of latitude, not longitude. Okay, because these are all are horizontal. So what was the first thing we said? We said that the Pakistan is located near the equator. We did not say on the equator. If we had said, if we say that it is on the equator, so it means we are indicating the climate of Pakistan as much, much, much hotter. But we say that the climate of Pakistan is diverse. There are certain regions which are cold, there are certain regions which are hot, there are certain regions which are having mild climate. So why it is diverse? If it could be on the equator, so it would not be mild, it would not be cooler from any side, even from northern side. But we say it is near to the equator. It is not exactly on the equator, it is near to the equator. And we know that when we move upward or to the north of the equator, so we'll find another line named as Tropic of Cancer, which you can see here, which you can observe here, right? Likewise, if we go down, if we go south to the equator, we'll find another line that is named as Tropic of Capricorn. These are also the lines of latitudes. These are the lines of latitudes, and the thing which we should remember is that all the lines of longitude or latitude are just imaginary line, no existence at all. Okay, so let's go ahead. So here I have chosen a picture for you in which the Tropic of Cancer is highlighted, right? So in this picture we will see that Pakistan is not on the equator, because it is near the equator, not on the equator, because this Tropic of Cancer is not exactly in the middle of the globe, it is slightly upper side or towards the north. Okay, so let's see what the position of Pakistan is. Now here is another picture of the map in which this orange filling is showing you the position of Pakistan, right? And you can see here a line as well, which is a dotted line here. Okay, so you can see that it is also near to the Tropic of Cancer, but it is slightly away from the Tropic of Cancer. So we can also say that it is on the Tropic of Cancer, or it is near to the Tropic of Cancer, but we can never say it is on the equator. This is important. Let's make it a bit easy. See, we have seen three lines. The mid one, which is exactly in the middle, that is known as equator. Okay, so Pakistan is not near to the on the equator; it is near to the equator, because when we go up to the equator, or when we go to the towards the north of the equator, we will find another line named as Tropic of Cancer. That is Tropic of Cancer. And here you can see this one is India. You know the map of the India. Okay, so you can see that this is India. India is exactly, it is exactly on the Tropic of Cancer, and of course we know that Pakistan is also connected with it. Okay, we are neighbor countries. So this is the Pakistan. Okay, so how are we gonna define it? Beta, many of the students are coming now. Beta, please be in time. Okay. So now here we are going to write that how we should define the position of Pakistan. It is very easy. Many students have told me the accurate definition, and I'm very glad to hear that definition. Okay, now see, Pakistan is located near the equator. The first thing we need to say is that Pakistan is located or situated near the equator on the Tropic of Cancer. Near the equator on the Tropic of Cancer, which is a line of latitude. Equator is also a line of latitude, and Tropic of Cancer is also the line of latitude, but these two lines are different in their locations. Okay, equator is exactly in the middle and the Tropic of Cancer is towards the north. So let's continue. This is how we can define the location of Pakistan. Okay, now we'll learn more about the climate of Pakistan. So when it comes on climate of Pakistan, we have seen the position of Pakistan near the equator on the Tropic of Cancer. Now we need to know what? We need to know that what is the climate of Pakistan. In summer, Pakistan has monsoon. Many of the students call it as monsoon. It is normally called as monsoon. Okay? In summer, Pakistan has monsoon. Monsoon, what is monsoon? Monsoon is a kind or the name which is given to a season that is of rainfall. Monsoon brings rainfall to some areas of Pakistan. In summer, we face the rainfall. Okay, usually in July and August we see the rainfall in our country in most of the areas including Sindh and Punjab. So what we have written over here, we have written that in summer Pakistan has monsoon. Monsoon brings rainfall to some areas of Pakistan. Okay, if we go ahead, we'll see, you can see some of the pictures over here. What this picture is indicating you, this picture is indicating you the rainy season. It can be in Lahore, it can be in Karachi, it can be anywhere in the Pakistan, it can be anywhere in the world as well. So monsoon, you can relate the word monsoon with rainfall. Okay, it can be happen in summer and it can also be happen in winter as well, because sometimes we face rainfall in winter as well. Okay, but normally it happens in summer. So what did we say? We said that we said that in summer Pakistan has monsoon, and monsoon brings rainfall to some areas of Pakistan. Now the here comes the map in front of you. Okay, this is the map of Sindh. Now I want you guys to look at here on the corner first, on the upper left one corner. Here's the map of Pakistan. And this filled one area is showing you the Sindh province. If we come to the Sindh province, the upper part of the Sindh province has a city which is also a division. This is Jacobabad. Okay, I want to tell you the location of Jacobabad. Okay, because one thing we learned about the Jacobabad, I know many of the students remember that. What did we learn about Jacobabad? First, I want you to consider or to look at here very properly and see the location of Jacobabad where. So we should remember it is in Sindh. What we are going to learn it uh, about it, I'm just telling you. Okay, other than Sindh, if you see here, you'll find again the map of the Pakistan. Again, there is a field area, but in this field area, there is something which is more dark here. This is Sibbi. This is another division of Pakistan, another city of Pakistan. Okay, so why we remember these two separately instead of all? We did not discuss about Karachi, we did not discuss about Sakhar and all these. Why do we remember these two divisions or cities, Sibbi and Jacobabad? Because there is something which is very important with about these two areas, that is their climate. Okay, so if we see the climate of Jacobabad and Sibbi, it is extremely hot. It is extremely hot. It is as much hotter that it is one. These two are these two are among the hottest places of the world. Okay, so we need to remember, as we learned in the book as well, that the climate of Pakistan is diverse. Diverse means there are some of the areas which are having cooler regions, there are some of the areas which are having hotter regions, and there are also the areas which are having the mild and gentle climate. Okay, so the climate of Jacobabad and Sibi, they are extremely hot. Okay, so Jacobabad and Sibi are among the hottest places of the world. These are not the hottest region of the Pakistan only. These are among the hottest region even of the world. Okay. Uh, I'm happy to see that many of the students are telling me in the chat box because they already know about this. So they are telling me in the chat box that these are okay. Before this slide, many of the students have already told me that these are the hottest regions of the Pakistan, not even the Pakistan, they are among the hottest regions of the world. Very good, beta. Well done. So, what do you see in the background? You see the mountains. Okay, so many of the students know, and everybody knows that where do we go for the tour in Pakistan? Of course, we go to the northern areas. Why do we go there? Because the climate is very cool over there. That is cold over there. There is snowfall. There are mountains which are covered with snow. We know that the tops, which are also called as peaks, they are covered with snow. Even all the mountains are having their tops covered with snow if they are on the if especially they are near the northern regions of the Pakistan, right? So what did we see up till now? We saw that the climate of Sibbi and Jacobabad is extremely hot, but when we just study the northern regions of Pakistan and Balochistan, they are extremely cold. So you can see that how it is diversified. That was hotter or even one of the hottest, and these are cooler regions, right? So if we go to the north of Pakistan, we can find the northern mountainous regions plus Balochistan. They are extremely cold. If you remember, we learned that in plateau, what is the plateau? The plain surface over some height, okay? And we just saw the example as Balochistan and Potwar, right? So Balochistan is on plateau, and we know that when we go to the certain height, the temperature decreases. Okay, so northern mountainous regions and Balochistan are extremely cold. Okay, now this is time for the reading. I want everyone to open the book. Yesterday we have read page number 60, but today we will start the reading from page 60 again. Okay, first we'll read out the page 60, then we'll go to the page number 61. Then we shall also discuss the question answers and fill in the blanks, and I want your active participation. So get ready everyone and raise your hand. I want to see that who is going to read it. Okay, now I'm giving the access to Aliza Khan. Yes, Aliza Khan, you can unmute yourself, beta.
Assalamualaikum, miss.
Walaikum salam, beta. How are you?
I'm fine, miss. What about you?
Alhamdulillah. Okay, beta, start reading. First, call out the name of the chapter, then start reading.
Climate of Pakistan. In the previous classes, you have read about the weather. Weather is a name given to the changing conditions of the atmosphere which surrounds the earth. These conditions include wind, storm, rain, snow, sunshine, and temperature. As for instance, we say that the weather on a particular day is cool, climb, dry, cloudy, or rainy. But these conditions of weather are temporary and may change at any moment.
Okay,
And the
beta. Okay,
average
beta. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, beta. Now mute yourself. Yes, so the next term, now the turn goes to Amna Hasham. Yes, Amna, beta, unmute yourself. Amna, are you there? Okay, now I'm gonna give you the access. Nabira. Okay, Nabira, unmute yourself and continue the reading.
The average weather condition in area over a long period of time is called climate. We can measure with the weather condition by thermometer, rainfall, barometer, and other instruments. But the study of climate depends on a systemic of collection and less of data and is called climatology.
Okay, analysis or analysis. Okay, now Nabira, read out this one line as well, which is in box.
Canada has a cold climate. It is near the North Pole.
Okay, very good, beta. Now mute yourself. Yes, Tehzeeb.
Excuse me, miss.
Yes.
Miss, आपकी आवाज अच्छी है.
Okay, I'm trying to speak louder. Yes, Tehzeeb, are you there?
Yes, miss.
Okay, beta. Continue the reading.
The main factors that affect the climate of a particular place are its distance from the equator, an imaginary line running all the way round the middle of the earth. Its distance from the ocean and how high above sea level it is.
Okay,
The
very good.
places which are
Okay, no, Tehzeeb, read out this one line. Egypt has. Have you got this line? Egypt. That is your diagram. There's a picture. Okay, so now Aliza Adil. Aliza, are you there? Aliza Adil, beta, I have given you the access. Okay, Iraj, I'm gonna unmute you. Okay, Iraj.
The main factor that affect the climate of a particular.
Not this one, beta. The last paragraph of page number 60, the places.
Okay, ma'am. The places which are far away from the equator have a cooler climate, and the places which are far from oceans have drier climate conditions. The climate of a land near an ocean is often moderator or mild, that is not very cold in winter and not very hot in summer. When we see the position of Pakistan on the world map or a globe, we realize that it is located near the equator in the north of the Tropic of Cancer. The tropics are two imaginary lines of latitude on those parts of the earth where the sun appears overhead.
Okay, stop. Thank you,
Pakistan
beta.
has
Thank you, bus. Okay. Now the next turn goes to the next turn goes to Malahan. Malahim, have you got the access?
Yes,
Okay, beta, continue.
miss. From where?
Beta, from here, Pakistan has a very
Pakistan has
diverse
a
climate.
very diverse climate. Pakistan has a very diverse climate. Jacobabad and Sibbi are the among hottest places of the world, while the northern mountainous regions and Balochistan are extremely cold. The areas near the coast have a moderate climate due to the sea breeze.
Very good. Beta, continue.
Okay, miss. Miss, please wait for a while.
Okay, beta, I'm going to give the access to
Okay.
any.
In summer, Pakistan has monsoon.
Speak aloud. Malahim, speak aloud, beta. Okay, Malahim, mute yourself, beta. I'm gonna give the access to any other student. Yes, Alina Abes from class 5G. Yes, Alina, unmute yourself, beta.
Assalamualaikum, miss.
Walaikum salam. Okay, Alina.
In summer,
Okay, continue.
Pakistan has monsoons. Monsoons start in the Indian Ocean and arrive in India, Pakistan between the months of July and September. Monsoons bring rainfall to some areas of Pakistan. North Punjab and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa enjoy rainfall in summer from the monsoons. While the winter is cold, southern Punjab and Sindh have a very hot climate during summer and very warm in winters. Rainfall is very low. Northwestern Balochistan is also in the region. In Balochistan, the rainfall is very low and comes mostly in the winter. Summer temperatures are higher and the winter temperatures often remain below freezing point.
Okay, Alina, thank you, beta. Now mute yourself. So the next one is going to be Arham Sheikh. Yes, Arham, unmute yourself, beta. Arham, are you there?
Climate affects the people and their ways of life greatly.
Arham,
Also, good clothes, house,
have you
and
started speaking, beta? We are not getting your voice. Speak aloud.
Hello.
Yes, now speak. Arham, are you getting me?
Yes,
Okay, beta, start reading the last one paragraph. Climate affects the people.
climate affects the people and their way of life.
Continue.
Greatly it is affect food, clothes, houses, and
Leisure activities.
activities. It creates popular
Proper working conditions.
working condition and also helps in the growth of crops and forest. Our city is rich in in its climate.
Okay, good. Okay, class, the next one page. On the next one page, we are having the fill in the blanks. I know that everybody of you or most of the students know the answers already, right? So what you need to do, you need to learn the question answers of the chapter climate of Pakistan, okay? In the next class, I will ask you the answers of the questions. I'll ask you any of the question from this chapter, any of the blank from this chapter, and you need to answer me, okay? So uh, within few seconds our class is going to be end. So thank you so much. Take care of yourself and stay healthy. Okay, less than a minute is there.